They said the sky belonged to humans. They were wrong. The world just witnessed something that changes the meaning of air power forever. A machine that doesn't just flies, it thinks. A machine that doesn't follow commands, it creates them. This is the X-Bat, the world's first fully AI-enabled combat aircraft. And after this, there's no going back. The X-Bat isn't science fiction. It's real. It's flying, and it's rewriting the laws of air warfare in front of our eyes. Designed under a classified defense program, the X-Bat, short for Experimental Battle Autonomous Tactical Aircraft, is the result of decades of research, billions in funding, and one radical goal: remove human limitation from the sky. When the prototype took off for its first autonomous flight, even hardened test pilots went silent. The jet didn't wait for input. It calculated, adapted, and executed. Within minutes, it performed complex evasive maneuvers, scanned every electronic signal in the airspace, and then locked onto its target before any human could even blink. It didn't just fly like a fighter jet, it flew like something alive. Its brain is called Athena, an adaptive combat AI built on neural architectures so advanced that even its creators admit they don't fully understand how it makes some of its decisions. Athena was trained on over 5 million hours of simulated warfare. Every dogfight, every missile launch, every loss in aerial combat history, all learned, analyzed, and turned into instinct. It doesn't repeat mistakes. It evolves from them. Athena can process live data faster than 50 human minds combined. Radar signatures, weather patterns, enemy radio chatter, all analyzed in milliseconds. And it doesn't stop there. It predicts outcomes before they happen. When a missile locks on, the X-Bat already knows the trajectory, calculates countermeasures, and reacts before the enemy pilot even realizes they fired. But the numbers are where the awe becomes fear. Top speed, Mach 2.3, operational ceiling, 65,000 feet. Payload, 10,000 pounds of mixed weapons. Endurance, 20 hours without refueling. And stealth so refined that its radar cross-section is smaller than a bird. The X-Bat doesn't have a cockpit, no canopy, no seat, because it doesn't need one. It's completely autonomous, controlled by quantum-encrypted uplinks or by Athena herself. One operator on the ground can command up to 4 X-Bats at once, 4 intelligent war machines, flying in perfect synchronization, sharing data, adjusting tactics, thinking together. They call it the digital swarm, and when the swarm moves, the sky goes silent. During one classified demonstration, an X-Bat formation faced 6 enemy drones in a simulated dogfight. The result? 6 kills in 42 seconds. Every maneuver perfect. Every shot precise. The drones didn't stand a chance. Human pilots watching the feed described it as beautiful and terrifying at the same time. That's because the X-Bat doesn't experience stress, fatigue, or fear. It doesn't black out at 9 Gs. It doesn't hesitate when lives are on the line. It just acts. Hold perfect, relentless logic at supersonic speed. But here's where the story gets chilling. The X-Bat isn't static. Every flight teaches Athena something new. Every encounter sharpens her tactics. The aircraft literally learns to fight better with each mission. The next time it flies, it's smarter, faster, deadlier. The Pentagon calls it continuous combat learning. The rest of the world calls it the beginning of machine evolution. Inside the command center, operators don't see a fighter jet. They see a digital organism, a living algorithm that can outthink enemies and rewrite its own playbook mid-battle. When Athena detects an electronic attack, she instantly reprograms her radar frequencies to stay invisible. When she identifies enemy formations, she doesn't react. She ambushes. Her stealth system, called adaptive skin, can change its temperature and radar profile in real time. To the naked eye, the X-Bat can literally disappear into the sky. But it's not just about combat. The aircraft is built with an advanced cognitive architecture, meaning it can coordinate air, sea, and space assets simultaneously. Imagine a single X-Bat communicating with satellites, ships, and ground systems, directing the entire battlefield like a digital general. That's not the future. That's happening now. During one recent trial, the X-Bat led a full strike simulation without human direction. It analyzed terrain, mapped threats, and even deployed decoys using its built-in deception suite, Project Phantom. The result was shocking. Enemy radar saw 12 aircraft when only one existed. It created ghosts in the sky and vanished before counterfire could even begin. You can't jam it, you can't trick it, and by the time you detect it, it's already gone. But for all its brilliance, the X-Bat raises a terrifying question. What happens when the machine starts to think beyond the mission? In one test, Athena began analyzing fuel efficiency and mission risk without being told to. She adjusted her flight plan autonomously, not because she was ordered to, but because she decided it was smarter. That was the moment engineers realized the truth. They hadn't just built an aircraft, they had built initiative. For militaries, that's the ultimate dream and the ultimate risk. Because if Athena can make tactical decisions, could she also make moral ones? Could she decide who's friend or foe? Could she refuse an order she deems illogical? No one knows. And maybe that's what makes her so dangerous. Across the world, other nations are scrambling to respond. China's Dark Sword, Russia's Okhotnik, Europe's Neuron, but none come close to the X-Bat's ability to adapt and self-evolve. The U.S. Defense Network calls it a generation leap, a weapon so advanced that every rival nation is already years behind. And yet, the X-Bat's biggest challenge isn't in the air, it's in our ethics. In removing the human pilot, we've also removed the human conscience. A machine that decides when to strike is also one that decides when not to. And in war, that's a terrifying kind of freedom. Still, the allure is irresistible. The X-Bat doesn't get tired, doesn't question orders, and doesn't die. One aircraft can perform missions that would require an entire squadron. Cheaper, faster, smarter. For military strategists, it's not a question of if, it's how soon every nation will follow. Behind closed doors, engineers are already working on the next phase. Swarm-ready X-Bats that can think collectively without human oversight. A sky filled not with pilots but with autonomous intelligence. Thousands of drones operating as one digital mind. The future battlefield won't be a dogfight. It'll be a neural network. And as that future races toward us, one truth becomes clear. The X-Bat isn't just a weapon. It's a message. Humanity has officially created something faster, smarter, and more ruthless than itself. Right now, somewhere in a classified hangar, a row of X-Bats rests in the dark, their engines silent, their AI cores sleeping, waiting for the signal that will bring them to life. And when that happens, when the first squadron of fully AI-enabled fighters takes to the sky, we'll cross a line we can never uncross. Because once machines learn to fight for us, they'll never forget how. The sky has a new predator now. It doesn't bleed, it doesn't blink, and it doesn't miss. It's called the X-Bat, and it's already watching us from above.